All right, hello and welcome back to Quest for Glory 1, playing as the wizard character. It's our first time stepping outside of town. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are really on your own now, in a very dangerous place. All right, I'm going to head up here and actually complete the first quest of the game. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you come up to a hut by the side of the road. It's still midday. All right, you know what? Let's do this quickly. We'll make a quick trek into town and have a very interesting conversation with this gentleman here. My name is Carl. Hello, Carl. Tell us about the castle. This is the castle of Baron Stefan von Spielberg. What's your jobs? Oh, are there any jobs in town? I guess the stable people could use a strong young person to help clean out the stables. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you'd like to take the job, come on in. Cleaning up after the horses is a good way to build up your muscles. It is a little bit of strength training. The Baron, my lord, sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. And how about, okay, we can ask about the loss. 10 years ago, the Baron's daughter Elsa was stolen away by magic. 5 years back, the Baronet Bernard von Spielberg went on a hunt from which he did not return. This was all clearly part of Baba Yaga's curse. Right, let's ask about, wait, hang on. Yeah, all right. Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided blonde hair and bright blue eyes, like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now. All right, ask about the hut. Baba Yaga has her hut to the northwest. It is a very dangerous place, and many baronial guards have been lost there. The Baroness. The Baroness died soon after the birth of her daughter. The Baron still mourns her. He has not had a good run of it recently. Yorick. He was a very jolly fool who loved to laugh. He was devoted to Elsa and swore he would not return until Elsa was safe. And Baba Yaga. This powerful ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. We can ask about the curse. The Baron ordered Baba Yaga to leave, and she first cursed the graveyard. When he then sent the baronial guards after her, only their captain returned to the castle. The captain spoke the words, "Hear me, O mighty Baron, thou hast angered me, and thus you are cursed. All that you value shall you lose, all that you treasure shall be taken from you," which I think we also already heard from our Zara at the the magic shop. Captain then dissolved into a pool of sticky blackness. That sounds comforting. And the hut, I already asked about that. Good. Asked about all these. Bernard. You don't hear all that much about Bernard, probably because he kind of sucks. The Baronet Bernard von Spielberg was a proud young man and had the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning, and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he is dead. Reward. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielberg of 50 gold. For the capture or death of the brigand warlock, there's a reward of 50 gold. And for the capture or death of the brigand leader, there is a reward of 50 gold and the title Hero of Spielberg. Hero of the Realm of Spielberg is a title of respect and honor. A true hero can release this land from its curse using his intelligence and courage. All right. Let's see. I think all of this has been asked about. Guards. The Baron von Spielberg locks most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Wonderful. All right. You can ask about the valley. Spielberg Valley was once a prosperous and peaceful place before the Baron lost his family. Now the Baron will not leave his castle and does not know the ruin this land has come to. Monsters. There are many foul creatures stalking the forest since the Baron has too few guards to protect the valley from them. Graveyard. Baba Yaga cursed the graveyard such that the dead cannot rest at night. One cannot go near the graveyard after dark without risking his own death unless one uses protection. This is probably the only truly useful bit of information we get from him that we don't hear from other people. Protection. There is an unguent that you can purchase from the healer, which protects against the dead that walk by night. Baba Yaga. Powerful Ogress is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. All right, that's enough. We already know about all that. So we can now, yeah, we should have enough time. Head into town. Carl will raise the gate for us. And we want to make sure we do this before it gets to be nighttime, because otherwise we can get trapped in town, and we don't want that to happen. I actually don't remember if we get points for this as a magic user, if it's only as the fighter, so we'll just do it. Yeah. Either way, it'll be good just to get, I don't know, like 5 silvers or something, which doesn't matter that much, but just a little bit of extra strength training. Help make some of the fighting and training later on a little easier. I don't pay you to rest. Get back to work. Wow. The whole world is much better now. Okay, come over here. Stableman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. Sunset approaches. All right, so we should try to get out for too long. We'll have a quick chat with this guard who really does not want to talk to us. I'm not here to answer stupid questions. Go talk to Carl the Gatekeeper. He talks to almost anyone about anything. Very good. All right. And Sorty Lordy, maybe we'll run into him some other time, but I'm not too worried about it for now. We do have to come back to the castle one other time. But first, let's go and introduce ourselves to the healer. Knock on the door. After a moment, a voice from the inside says, come on in. The fragrances of herbs mingle with some rather unpleasant odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you healing potions if you like. I also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. See a little bird-looking creature up here. See the winged lizard, much like the one you saw outside. All right, let's have a chat. Ask about the healer. Well, my name is Amelia Appleberry, but mostly I am just known as the healer. I will be happy to sell you some potions. I live here with my pet, Pateri. I believe it's supposed to just be Terry, but I prefer Pateri. The pet. Oh, that's my pet, Pateri, the pterosaur. He has a girlfriend, Paterisa, with a nest in the oak outside my door. Pateri keeps me company and listens while I chatter as I work. They are a species of flying lizard. I understand they can grow quite large in the south. That doesn't really come up. I don't think. The ring. My ring is shaped in gold, like the braid of the herb Athelas, which I believe is a reference to Lord of the Rings, the Athelas flower, with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. Ooh, is there a reward? I will give 6 gold to the person who returns my ring. It was a gift when I graduated from the College of Healing. Very nice. Ask about potions. I make and sell healing, power potions, vigor potions, and the undead unguent that we just heard about. Healing potion. Potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a healing potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. Vigor. Vigor potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. It helps to restore stamina and is extremely useful when training. Stamina. Stamina is a measure of the energy the body uses as you work or play. Very nice. Power potion. Power potions restore the energy needed to cast spells. We'll be making use of those. Undead unguent. Undead unguent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should use it near where you are going to encounter such things. We will use that later. Zombies. There are not too many zombies in this land. Too damp, I suppose. There are some floating spirits, I think. Floating spirits. Floating spirits are the ghosts which usually hang around graveyards at night. They are dangerous, so don't go near them unless you have the undead unguent first. And magic. I have the skill to use my magic to create potions. I am a bit proud about it. Not everyone can do that, you know. We probably could. Spell components. I always need ingredients for making potions. Right now, I need some of Arana's flowers, magic mushrooms, troll beard, and let me think. Oh yes, cheetar claws. I will be happy to pay you if you bring me some. I'll also buy back any empty flasks you have so that I can recycle them. Waste not, want not, after all. We do need to ask about that, otherwise we won't be able to collect many of these items, specifically the troll beard and the cheetar claws. Troll beard. Trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day, and so are found only at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. Flowers. I use flowers from Arana's Peace to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some of the magic of the place, even when they are dried. I will pay 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. Arana's Peace. Almost due north of here is the meadow called Arana's Peace. It is a very magical area, and I understand that it is a place of safety. It is beautiful all year, for the flowers are always in bloom. Interesting. Alright, cheetar claws. The cheetar looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you had best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, then I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. Flasks. I will pay you 1 silver for each empty flask you bring me, so I can use it for more potions. And the mandrake root. Mandrake root is used in a variety of spells, mostly for evil purposes. Mandrake must be pulled from a dead man's grave at midnight. The root is particularly powerful. Castle. You can see Spillberg Castle from my yard outside. The Baron lives there with only his guards for company, so I hear. The Baron. Poor man, he hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. Son, he was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off. He never returned. And the daughter. The dear child. I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It is hard to believe she's gone. And finally, the brigands. Those brutes. I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves. Fair enough. All right, let us depart. Oh, by the way, if you happen to find a ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring, I will give a reward to the one who returns it. We will try to do just that. If you remember, she was talking about how Terry, the pterosaur, has a girlfriend, Teresa, out here, and we can see this shine every now and then, which is actually her ring. Creature looks more like a small flying lizard than a bird. So we will use the fetch spell that we acquired in the magic shop to collect the nest, in which we find a lovely gold ring. Place the ring in your pack and the nest on the ground. Sorry, Teresa. All right, head back in. Come on in. Well, what can I do for you this time? We just so happen to have something that I think you want. Oh, thank you for finding my ring. How I've missed this. Here are 6 golds and 2 healing potions for your reward. And a big smack. You put the reward away and tell her she is welcome as you leave to avoid being kissed again. Alright, let's see. Can we still get back into town? We can. Good. Yes. Alright, so let's do this. We'll go into the inn for tonight, and we'll do some chatting in here, and then have this be the end of the video after we rest tonight. Welcome, welcome, traveler, to the Hero's Tale Inn. I am Shameen, at your service. May you find what you seek here. Let's chat with Shameen. Very good food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit down, you'll be served by my Shima. Let's go to the room. Very nice room, very soft beds, finest in town, only 5 silvers a night. We will use that probably once. Food, very good drink, finest in town. Sit down, you'll be served by my Shima. Yes, I believe you mentioned that. Merchant. Poor Abdullah sits and tries to forget his loss in food and drink. I think he will not be sorry if you join him at his table. Ask about the robbery. Alas, the brigands stole all of Abdullah's wealth and mine own when they robbed his caravan. Now I will be forced to stay in this wet, cold land. Brigands. I know little about them, except they must be wealthy now. Fair. Wealth. I hope to return to my homeland with the profits Abdullah, Shima, and I would make from the caravan. Now I fear we will remain here unless someone deals with the brigands and returns our stolen trade items. Shapir, a land of golden sand and tall mountains, a city of tall buildings and winding streets, a place where kata can bask in the sun as they sell things in the bazaar. It is our homeland and a place we long to be. And the caravan. In my homeland, a caravan is the only way to travel from city to city. Fun. Okay. And your name. I am Shamin, a poor, unfortunate, forced to seek a fortune in this cold land, far away from my homeland and my kata people. Homeland, we lived part of the soft, desert and Shapir. Someday we may yet return there. We are a race of desert dwellers and wanderers of the endless sands. I think we just asked about Shapir. We did. Okay. And Abdullah, we already asked about. Okay. So, and town. Spielberg is a sad place for an innkeeper, for few travelers visit because of the brigands. I'll ask about Spielberg. This is a cold land for a kata. The sheriff, he comes in with his wife sometimes for food. He's very wise and generous. He does seem like a nice guy. And Otto, there's no end to the food that one can eat. And finally, we can ask about the inn. This is the Hero's Tale Inn, where Shima and I will be delighted to serve you. The softest and safest of beds, the richest and finest of foods await you. You have but to command. And finally, Shima. Shima is my beloved, and she can cook and keep an inn as few others. Well, she must, because you don't really do anything. You just kind of sit there all day. When she dances, there is true magic. If we ever return to Shapir, then she will again dance. All right, let's take a seat. You take a seat at the table nearest the fire. Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. Shamin claps, and Shima will come out to ask if we want anything to eat or drink. I am Shima. Allow me to serve you, wanderer from afar. Do you wish food or drink? Now, I often forget exactly how this works. I think if we can click on this, we can buy him a meal, which gets us some puzzle points here. Gladly, I will allow you to buy me a meal, O Prince among heroes. Shima, prepare for me the meal of 6 horse. I am willing to wait. All right. Your kindness overwhelms me. I can tell you will someday be a great hero. Now you will have a secret. Ooh, among the items they stole from me was a magic rug. I alone know the words to command it. If you help me recover my treasure, I will take you, Shamin, and Shima back to our land by way of the flying carpet. Shapir needs powerful heroes too. To be continued. All right, and we can also buy ourselves a meal, I guess. You pay Shima for a meal. And now we will sit and wait while she leaves. Start our conversation with Abdullah here. Tell us about the robbery. 2 weeks ago, I was going to be wealthy beyond what you could dream of. I, Abdullah Du, would be the first merchant into this valley this year, but my life was shattered by brigands. Brigands! The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the pass into the valley. There were about 12 brigands, including a huge minotaur. Fancy. There was also a leader and some sort of wizard. They first used some sort of magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All my trade goods taken from before me. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. Let's ask about the magic. The wizard threw something at us that caused my eyes to be blinded with tears and my nose to be forced to sneeze. I was helpless. The Minotaur. The Minotaur is a creature with the head of a bull and the body of a man. They are said to be very strong. It seems like it would be at the body of a bull. The leader was wearing a cloak, so I couldn't see his face. His voice was rather high-pitched, though. And the wizard? The wizard was very short, and he giggled most of the time. I couldn't understand what he was saying. That sounds about right. And the guards. Here I pay good money for men to protect me. And what do they do when I need protection? They run away. Not one man died to defend my treasure. You just can't hire good guards anymore. It's tough. It's a tough world we live in. I bring you that which you ordered. May it please and satisfy you. Alright, there we go. And we might as well eat, and then she'll come back out and take it away. The food tastes surprisingly good, and the drink is delicious. Permit me to clear the table for you. Absolutely. Luckily, after this video, most of the dialogue, extensively heavy stuff will be done. Not entirely, but we'll be getting close. Alright, that's all of that. Wealth. I had treasures carefully brought from Shapir with me. I even had a magic carpet with me. Alright, I guess it wasn't that much of a secret. And, alright, I don't know if I remember his name. I am Abdullah Du, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, and former master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. Friends, even though they too lost a fortune when the brigands stole from me, Shamin and Shima are caring for this frail shadow of a great man. Shima, she is the finest of cooks, outside of myself, that is, but her fine food is as dust in my mouth, for I am but a beggar. Shamin, he is the very prince of Katas, not literally. And Shapir, Shapir, beautiful land of golden sands and shining sun, the heart of civilization. Alas, she is plagued with fierce jinn and ifrits who seek to drive all men and Katas from the land. Again, to be continued. But I shall speak no more of the homeland I shall never see again. Instead, I will die in this cold, forsaken land, bereft of all I love. Aww, so sad. And merchant, which I guess is him. I trade the treasures of one land for that of another, but the brigands have stolen every treasure I had, and I am a merchant no more. So are we just asking him what a merchant is? It seems like a thing we should just know. Anyway, I think we can get up now. And we will get a room for the night. May you dream of all the rewards you deserve. You thank Shamin and pay him 5 silvers for the room. The sleep heals and refreshes you. Very nice. All right. So I think that will pretty much do it for us. I want to check how much do we have in here. 6 gold pieces. There are 2 more spells that I want to get. I'd like to be able to get both of them now, but I'm pretty sure we can't afford both. I think we would need another 4 gold to do it. Or at least 2. So you return to my shop, ask me what you will, but keep it to the point. Will do. So I'm going to get the flame spell now. I want to get open as well, but we'll have to wait for that. Not too long, probably in just a video or 2. But yes, let's grab the flame spell. As you read the spell, the spell scroll, the spell is ingrained in your mind. All right. So yes, we just wanted to grab that little bit of offensive magic before we leave the confines of the town. But I think we'll actually end things here, right where we started, but a little more further along in terms of the plot and going through all the various dialogues in the game. So when we return, I don't know, we'll have to see if we can figure out the way to save the valley from the curse of Baba Yaga. But till then, see ya.